How you guys doing? This is Karake of Impactafrica.network, Impact Africa Fund. Today I was thinking about fundraising. We have a lot of entrepreneurs approaching us, and the first thing that they're looking for is capital, money to put into their business, to grow their business. And 99% of the time, they're not ready to actually absorb that capital and deploy it effectively. And so ultimately what it comes down to, it's really usually ends up being a misaligned conversation, or to put it more bluntly, a wasted conversation or a waste of time, because the entrepreneur comes with a certain kind of idea. But you know, the interesting thing is they always walk away with a new perspective in terms of what they need to do to execute against the opportunity that is at hand. Money is a tool. Money is a tool, and you got to think about it as fuel to actually move a car forward. So first of all, you actually have to have a vehicle that is actually roadworthy, so to speak. So what's that vehicle? The vehicle is actually a business model that's working, right? So, you know, obviously you start with an idea, and you have to get that idea into some kind of functional model that proves itself out. So you got to get a proof of concept in place. And what's a proof of concept? Basically, a proof of concept, what it comes down to is a concept is proven when it actually has what you call, from a business sense, traction, right? And what is traction? Traction is basically paying customers or a growing user base that's growing organically, and market pull. So what you're looking for is to instantiate some form of market pull. Like your phone is ringing, referrals are happening, customers actually referring other customers. The word of mouth starts to work. And when that begins to happen, that is the point at which your vehicle, so to speak, your business vehicle is roadworthy. And that's the time where now you can say, okay, I've got something, and I can actually, from there, develop a theory of growth, right? Because now that you have traction, you want to go to growth. And that's the only point at which it makes sense to have a conversation about capital. When you're still in the experimental phase of trying to put together your vehicle, right? Your business model, or what, you know, your idea into some kind of proof of concept, that's not the time to start raising capital. That's just a waste of time on your part. You should be sinking all your energies in proving the concept and getting traction and getting organic traction, and then starting to say, okay, I see, what is this traction telling me? And if I was to multiply it by 10x in terms of where it's coming from, what would that look like? What would I need to actually have in place in my company to grow to 10x, 100x of the customers that I have right now? Because, you know, the market is telling me that I've got something that they want. That's the time it makes sense to actually go and raise capital. Any time before that is a waste of time. Get organic traction. Get something that from which you can actually develop a theory of how you're going to apply the capital that you raise to scale up, to actually drive growth. So that's how you should think about when to raise, to have a conversation about raising capital. Anything below that, to be honest, in my opinion, in this market, is wishful thinking, or, you know, you got some some magic dust in terms of how, you know, you can raise capital. But that's my view on that.